Hi everyone. My name is Udith Sreejith, and today I'll be presenting my capstone project, Changes in Coral Cover in West Hawaii After Marine Heat Waves. And I completed this with the Seattle Aquarium, and was supervised by Amy Olson, a research assistant at the Seattle Aquarium, and Kenneth Sebens, who works at the Department of Biology. And so coral reefs support an enormous portion of marine life, almost 25% of all species. And they also protect coastlines, support tourism, and provide food security for numerous communities. But they're increasingly threatened by rising sea temperatures and frequent marine heat waves, which cause mass bleaching and long-term coral decline. Traditional coral monitoring methods are important, but they're slow, very labor intensive, and difficult to sustain over many years. And my project explores how AI tools and data workflows can help speed up this process and help us better understand how reefs are changing over time. The main question guiding this project were first, how have marine heat waves impacted coral cover in West Hawaii from 2009 to 2025? And second, how can AI-driven tools improve long-term environmental monitoring and help inform conservation efforts? To answer these questions, I worked with diver-operated video surveys, DOV surveys, collected across 8 long-term monitoring sites along the West Hawaii coastline. I designed a Python workflow that automatically extracts still frames from archived underwater videos and converting hours of footage into thousands of consistent analyzable images. These images were then processed through CoralNet, an AI-assisted coral classification tool. And CoralNet basically identifies organisms like corals, algae, and sand for low confidence labels, and I manually corrected them to ensure accuracy. After classification, I analyzed the results in R, calculating percent coral cover, producing ordination plots, and integrating NOAA's degree heating week data, which indicates the intensity and duration of heat stress events. So, going to the results, we see that they show a clear and dramatic pattern. Coral cover drops sharply after the 2015 marine heat waves, which corresponds with extremely elevated DHW values from 2015 to 2017. Sites in Kona, like 3 and 4, show abrupt declines immediately after 2015. Protected areas, such as marine life conservation districts, demonstrated more stability and, in some cases, partial recovery after the heat wave. These areas likely benefit from reduced fishing pressure and healthier baseline conditions, whereas in contrast, non-protected sites experience sustained coral loss along with noticeable increases in algal cover, which often fills in after coral mortality. When comparing the coral or benthic cover from 2012 and 2020, the differences are striking as seen in the image. The loss of Parietes lobata colonies, which is a particular species of coral, which is probably the most abundant, um, um, dipped a lot and greater algal overgrowth occurred. This reduced structural complexity. Using CoralNet sped up this analysis dramatically, allowing us to capture changes across years more consistently than the manual point counting alone. The implications of this work are important for conservation. First, AI-assisted tools like CoralNet make long-term monitoring far more efficient and scalable, allowing agencies to process much larger data sets in much less time. Second, while protected areas show greater resilience, they are still vulnerable to severe heat stress, highlighting both the value and limits of local protection. Third, because the workflow uses open source tools such as Python, R, and of course CoralNet, it is transparent, repeatable, and easy to adopt for other monitoring programs and not just places like the Seattle Aquarium. And finally, these data-driven insights can guide more targeted and adaptive management strategies, helping decision makers identify which sites are recovering, which sites are declining, and where limited conservation resources should be more focused. Overall, this project demonstrates the power of combining technology with ecological monitoring. And AI tools don't just replace fieldwork, they amplify it and helping us better understand how coral reefs are responding to climate change and giving us clearer information to support their protection. And thank you so much for listening. And I would like to give a huge thanks to my site supervisor, my faculty advisor, Kenneth Sebens, and Amy Olson, and also my professor, of course, and friends and family, So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.